So my name is Danae Polychronopoulou. I am a mechanical engineer. I studied in University of Patras in 2008, and I had a degree in mechanical engineering with, let's say, a specialization in applied mathematics and materials science. And then after my studies in University of Patras, I left the country and I went for a PhD in France, in Mines Paris Tech, where I did a PhD in computational material science for 4 years. Then again, I left France and I worked for 5 years in an R&D center of a big company that is involved with materials and processes for casting industry. And now I just started a new job again in R&D. Sorry, maybe I have to clarify. R&D is research and development. Again on materials, but this time on thermoplastic materials.
So, research shows that women are underrepresented in the STEM field. What do you think? Does this happen because of biology, society, or something else?
So, from my experience, for sure they're underrepresented. So when I started in 2008 in Greece my studies in mechanical engineering, we were 20 girls in 150 students in that year. I have to say that things are changing, of course, now, because it's different from 2008. But still, I mean, being in academia and in the industry, I see that there is a change. There are more girls that they are joining and they are more eager to go towards this direction, but still there are very few. So in my opinion, I don't think it's biology, 100%. I think it's purely a society and what teaches society, what is the expectation of society about women, what a woman can do, and in general, all the stereotypes. What is a scientist? How a scientist lives? Why some people they say, yes, men they have this brain. These all are proven by science that is wrong. It doesn't exist that our males have a more scientific brain than a woman and so on. I believe it's purely stereotypes that comes from the society that we are living in. And since young girls, they don't see role models that they are scientists, they are mathematicians, they are with programming and so on, they don't imagine that they can do that. So I think this is what is the basic reason.
Did your family and social circle encourage and support you in your decision to pursue science?
Yes, so both my parents, they are in technical field. My dad was an engineer. For him, it was very important that his girls become engineers, which is something that is quite maybe popular in Greece, even for girls. And my mom also, she works for many years in IT. For the company, so she didn't have the academic background, but still she, with formations from her company and so on, she did quite a technical job. So for them, yes, I should say that I was quite encouraged.
Have you faced prejudice, stereotypes, and sexism?
Yes, a lot. I think most of the women in Greece in STEM fields, they face that because we're still a very patriarchal, I will say the word, society. And To be honest, the most sexism that I have faced, it was during my PhD, where there I was the only girl in the whole group that it was doing, because so basically I was doing applied mathematics and programming in my PhD. I was the only girl in the group. I think the professor hired me because there is a rule, you have to have girls in the group. He hired me as a PhD student, and then he never paid attention to me again. But in a way that it was quite difficult for me to proceed with my work. Fortunately, it's not only that case. I had a lot of people that they were super supportive, a lot of men that they were super supportive with me and my PhD journey.
Have you ever considered changing careers because of attitudes or comments you have encountered?
Yes, many times. Many times. First of all, I did. For me, I really wanted to follow an academic path because I love research. But after the experience I had in academia with my PhD, I really was like, no, I have to leave from here. I had a burnout. But now I realize that this has to do a lot. That, okay, I didn't have a mentor. I was super young. I didn't have a supervisor to support me, to guide me. At the end, it makes you feel like, okay, why I'm doing this here? Why I'm here? It doesn't give me anything. So, and it's not only my story. I have other friends that they have been in academic environments and they said, okay, I leave, I cannot continue, and so on. But I have to say that it's not only in academia. I mean, again, afterwards, I'm working now 6 years in the industry. It's not always a good environment. You have to deal with a lot of stuff, like you have to prove yourself 3 or 4 times more than a man. You have to really fight to be considered as an equal, to give you opportunities to be in certain tables, in certain rooms, let's say. That for some reason it's still a problem for women. They're not treated equally. They're not treated like, yes, she can be an engineer that she does something, for example, repetitive, but R&D is like research, development of new products. We will trust more a man. And then there is also an industry. There is also the fact that they are really scared that after a certain age, yes, I will hire her, that she's 30, she's 28, maybe she wants to give up for a family. They are still this kind of mindset. They are changing, but I think they're changing in a very slow pace. It has to be faster, really.